bigger. Then we go to the studio, we sit down, we track everything. And sometimes we can retool things once we're in person. But usually by that point, we've had 9 months to get to that point where we know what to do. And then after that music's recorded, we have isolated tracks of our own individual parts. So we can play and practice to what we actually played on the record. Not like, oh yeah, I think I played this on the record.
Is it going to be weird? Is it going to be weird when you guys go back on tour? Because, I mean, you guys are dropping new songs, so I'm sure there's, like, some maybe tours, post-COVID. So. It's not going to be weird to play together for once?
Because even, 6 years ago, before we went on break, we were in different states. And what we would do is we would fly in 2 weeks before any tour. We'd do a full band rehearsal. Okay, admittedly, day one, probably a little rough. By the end of that second week, we're ready to play shows. We're ready to go and kill it every single night. So that's what's going to happen again. And you'd be surprised at how many bands actually do that nowadays. Like, biggest band that I can think of that's really in everybody's face right now is Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
Well, they got band members who live in different countries.
Wow.
Right? So
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. And it is like that. And I guess even without COVID, I think bands were still starting to do that. You could be in a band, like I interviewed a band the other day where there's one's from Switzerland, one of the guys is from Sweden, and those, it's 20 hours away, which is what I found out talking to them. And, so they kind of do everything digitally as well. I think it's easier for a singer, though, to be, like, far away. But I feel like the rest of the band, I think it's, like, you guys live close to each other, obviously. And you got the bass player with William, and then Caleb's the rhythm guitar player, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So,
and he can do keyboard, and he can do, some programming, and he can do lead guitar if he needs to, right? So if we need to practice that stuff together, we can.
Yeah, and I think that probably helps out for the rest of the band, honestly, that you guys kind of live close to each other.
Yeah, well, the only person I think that truly gets the short end of the deal is always the drummer in this, because his miking up a drum kit is a lot more than, for $100 you can go buy an interface, plug it into your computer, and plug your guitar straight in, and bam, you're ready to go. That's the most basic form of it, but
drum they're getting an interface in and of itself to record like the different. You need at least 8 mics, in my opinion, to record get a decent drum recording.
And you need a quality room too.
Yeah, and that's just somewhere north of maybe 5 to 6 Gs.
I'm a drummer, so I know, because we were going to do some distance recording with the band that I was in for a little bit, and then I started doing the podcast, and I just said screw it. Because honestly, I see the struggle that you guys deal with as bands. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I'm not gonna be in a band anymore. But there is a struggle being in a band. But you guys fortunately already have like a base built to come back and kind of rock it.
I'm gonna be honest. At the point that I was in my life when we made the decision, at the point where James was in his life, our drummer, our lead guitarist, now Caleb, he's brand new to this picture, so sorry, bud, you weren't considered. If we had to start from scratch, nobody knew who we were, and we had to build a base that way, nah. I'd stay at home and play Call of Duty.
I play PUBG. I play PUBG sometimes.
Yeah, no, It honestly, it's because of the fact that we had a fan base, and that was the main thing. Because we saw a lot of other choice bands doing comebacks.
Yeah.
And we're like, you know what? I think it's time for Modern Day Escape.
Yeah, dude, that song you guys came out with is good. I Want to Play Revenge is so sweet. When did this song come out?
I can't. You know what? I'm going to look it up right now, because I want to say it was in March, but I don't want to misquote you.
Okay.
That would just be very bad for me.
This is our first single back, too. This is right off of our hiatus. This is the first single that we dropped in 7 years, right?
So, 6 years, because the New Life came out. No, yeah, it would be 7 years, because New Life came out in June of 2013, and then Revenge came out 2020. So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so it dropped April 24th.
2020?
Yep.
All right, so it's still a new song. It's still a new song. I want to talk about dropping singles instead of EPs. Remind me about that when this song's over. I'm going to write it down, actually. I'll remember. But if I forget, you remind me.
Okay. You got it.
Here's Revenge is So Sweet, Modern Day Escape.
I live my life at 1,000 miles an hour, and my future's looking bright. Never thought I'd make it past the nights that I caught fire. Hours turn to minutes, minutes turn to days, and time is running faster than I can chase my dreams. I can chase my the voices carry me away. My eyes are closed, the notes I wrote are the only friends I made. Hours turn to minutes, the pictures fade away, and time is running faster than I can chase my dreams. I can chase my
So James decided to crash the fucking party. What's up, dude?
Dude, I've got my penis. I said that.
He did say that, and that's his role in the band. Besides being a singer, he also pulls out other people's penises. That's his
Specifically,
job.
only in my band.
Only in your
my
band.
band's penises. Yeah.
No other bands. Okay, I do have to. I told you to remind me to say it, and I wrote it down. Dropping singles instead of EPs or full-length albums. That's what you guys are doing now. And why is that? Every band's doing it.
You know what? I'm going to let James take this.
It's so we can get more penises out. Is it awkward yet? Okay, perfect. Now you're Is everybody's palms sweating? Good, perfect.
No.
So basically, the reason why we're doing it, it's just, so we would write 10 song, 12 song, 13 song albums, and people would hear 2 songs, like, okay, cool, sick, and then they'd shut it off because there's 750 million other bands with just as good, if not better, songs than us. So instead of spending way too much money on music that no one's give a damn about, we figured spend a fair amount of money on one song that we give a damn about, and then hopefully everybody that listens to it will care too. Then that way, people will get a chance to connect with it and digest it and really enjoy it, versus be like, I'm overwhelmed. You know, it's like you go to Netflix and then you're like, oh, there's all, oh, look at this, ooh, and then you're like, oh, check Hulu. And you're like, oh, these are Prime Video. And you're like, oh, dude. And then you end up spending more time looking at all the cool shit that's on these super awesome sites than you do actually. This way, there's only one penis out, and you have to look at it.
You know, I can tell why you're the lead singer of the singer of the band with your personality. Definitely the more outgoing personality of the group, I would say.
Well, that's
outgoing is a little bit more than you bargained for.
Yeah, I know. I'm broken. It's okay. That's me.
The band accepts you too.
All I'm going to say, James, is you need to listen to his intro. You'll find a particular one-liner in there that'll crack you up.
Good. That makes me feel better.
We have a pretty good I think we try to have a pretty good podcast. We try to have some laughs, make some jokes, have some fun. Like I told the guys earlier, I don't listen to other podcasts. I just fucking wing it and do my own thing because I don't care what other ones sound like, you know. And I don't know. I just do me. Okay, here's a question. I was wondering about this. On Facebook, you have a little over 288,000 followers. Do you guys have an automated messaging system? Like if someone sends the band a message, is there like an automated message that gets replied back to what they asked?
No, we just do everything by hand. We pretty much respond to every comment, every message, everything. It probably ends up harming us in the long run because we're too accessible to our community, but we are normal people, and we try to express that, and that we don't do anything special, and we just want to have a good time. So we do everything by hand. Mostly Will, because he's a psychopath and he goes to the bathroom 50 times at work, so he can do that. But if not him, it's myself or Caleb. So yeah, we pretty much do everything by hand ourselves.
That's awesome.
I think what James meant to say is, because I have to respond, I air quote, try to
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, I get. So you quote unquote go to the bathroom so you can respond to these messages.
And he only goes pee completely nude.
And he sits down.
Well, I sit down backwards. That way,
there you go.
I like to use the shelf to put my tablet.
Nice.
He likes to
along.
Hold the toilet bowl. Like the back of it, he likes to hug it.
Okay, we got 15 minutes left. James, that's awesome that you decided to join last minute. Corpse Masquerade. Let's ask James. Masquerade, right?
Corpse Macaroni. Corpse's Macaroni.
When did this song come out?
1986, I think it was.
This band's been around since 1986. We just found out. And James's
new hotness.
In James's own words, this song probably really came out sometime in the 70s. Let's play it right now. Here's Corpse Masquerade.